Few fights, Shakur, if you don't mind. Ryan and Rolly, how do you see that?
Ryan.
Why and how?
Rolly's not that good. Ryan is a better boxer.
So I'm excited for that too.
All right. Who do you got?
I think Ryan. I think Ryan catches him and wins.
I'm happy this fight's finally happening because we got to find out, like, you know, what would happen in a real fight, and it's time to figure it out.
Overdue.
Yes, sir.
1. With just a few days left before the fight, most pros are backing Ryan Garcia, but nobody's calling it an easy win. Teofimo Lopez, who shares the card that night defending his WBO super lightweight title against the undefeated Arnold Barboza Jr., didn't hold back when asked by the ring for his prediction. I'd say that the fight goes to a late round stoppage by Ryan Garcia. I think Ryan will end it since he's been away for that long. Lopez said, "It's a prediction that carries a bit of extra spice." Considering the long history of almost between Lopez and Garcia themselves. For years, boxing fans dreamed of the two young stars meeting, but obstacles, promotional, contractual, and personal, have kept them apart. Teofimo knows that if Garcia stumbles here, their collision may never happen. It's self-interest mixed with analysis. And it's that kind of emotional entanglement that makes boxing
as well, and I think they're gonna fight at 47.
Yeah. Rolly's a big dude. Obviously, he has that power. Ryan has that right hook.
Yep.
So, who do you got?
I got Ryan. I got Ryan Garcia.
Why?
Yeah, I just think that from that fight and since then, he hasn't been fighting for that long of a period, and then being stopped the way he was. I think he might be changing trainers, or he might still be with Salas. But even then, but I think it's gonna be a great matchup.
Predictions so much more volatile than simple guesses. To Mikey Garcia, a 4-division world champion, and one of boxing's most respected minds, is also picking King Rai to finish the job. In an interview with Little Giant, boxing, Mikey was confident, but measured, offering both an endorsement and a warning. I think Ryan wins. I think it catches him and stops him. But as long as the fight lasts, Rolly is in the fight. He's always going to be aggressive, moving forward, throwing punches and things like that, said Garcia. That's the dark cloud hanging over all these predictions. Riley's unhinged style means he's dangerous as long as he's breathing. He's not a technician, he's a Storm 1 mistake, and Garcia could find himself drowning. The confrontation is for the WBA regular welterweight title. And while
because Rolly brain a little messed up now because he done been to sleep a few times, but it's a fight that I truly do not know who will win. It's whoever lands that first clean shot.
Yeah, nah, real talk. And you can tell a lot, like, Rolly going to the body a lot because Garcia kind of really leave that open a lot. And since he is a shorter fighter, you know what I'm saying, he gonna try to be more, close that space way more. I ain't gonna lie. This definitely is one of them fights, like I said, whoever landed.
Hardcore fans might roll their eyes at the term regular champion. The stakes are no joke. 3, a belt pride, a comeback, and future mega fights are all on the line. Experts are tipping Garcia to win, but it's not unanimous. Some think Romero's rawness, his unpredictable rhythm, his reckless courage.
I hope everybody gets in there, has a great time, leaves happy, healthy, a little bit richer. But Ryan's quick, man. I'll just tell you something. Like, I remember from my fight days, I'm a bit old now, but I'm scared of the guy whose hands you can't see. Those are the ones to be afraid of.
Because they're all good fighters, but Ryan's clearly your favorite.
They're all fantastic fighters. Ryan and I are good friends, so we have a personal relationship there. But I don't want to wish disrespect on anybody, or I don't want to jinx anybody. I just hope everybody has a great time. But I think when you can't see it coming, that's when it hurts.
You're going to be at
could
the fight
serve as the ultimate equalizer against Garcia's polished speed force. Even Ryan himself knows this won't be a walk in the park. In fact, Garcia's own words show just how aware he is of the minefield he's about to step into. Speaking about Romero's punching power, Garcia didn't sugarcoat a thing. Even Tank said, "This dude has rocks in his hands," Garcia recalled Jervant. Tank Davis, a man who brutally stopped both.
Can Rolly put out the upset? I don't want to say that's crazy, but yeah, hopefully, bro. Hopefully, for the sake of Rolly, he pull it off. But it's gonna be a good fight. No, you think? Huh?
Someone's gonna get knocked out.
Yeah, for sure. Somebody get knocked out.
Was it Ryan or was it Rolly? Because they both.
I ain't gonna lie, Rolly hit hard. People be sleeping on Rolly because he been obviously. I don't know how to say it.
Garcia and Romero in different fights has a unique authority when he speaks on their Power Five. When Ryan says, "I feel like this dude is explosive. If I get caught with one shot, it could be the end of the night." It's not posturing, it's genuine respect for the threat across from him. Garcia isn't underestimating Rolly's awkward violence. He might not be the most skilled, but if he lands, it'll be an early night, Garcia admitted, adding that he feels more alert facing Romero than even when he was gearing up for.
I was, physically smaller than him at the time. Now I'm next to him. He looks smaller than me. He look like a baby compared to me. I know I'm a big dude, so you're in for a rude awakening.
Teofimo or Haney. That's a heavy statement, and it hints at the real mental preparation going on behind Ryan's Instagram perfect exterior. 6 others have been even more blunt. Gabriel Rosado says the fight won't even last 5 rounds. Comparing Garcia versus Romero to Oscar De La Hoya versus Ricardo Mayorga. A fight where Oscar clinically dismantled the wild, rugged Mayorga. Rosado sees history repeating itself. I see it being Oscar De La Hoya versus Mayorga. Ryan being Oscar and Mayorga coming in. That's Rolly and just swinging them wild punches and just staying sharp with that jab and throwing that left hook right in between. And
You got the best left. The best left in the world.
Catching Rolly, Rosado explained. To him, Romero is little more than a walking target, and Ryan, humbled and hungry, after a tumultuous year outside the ring, will be too sharp to miss 7. Rosado wasn't shy in hinting that Garcia's time away from boxing, whether it involved Pete accusations or not, might have been a disguised blessing. I think it's probably a blessing in disguise because I feel that if he would have just stood on that high horse, he could have fell off. He could have lost focus. He could have lost track. Rosado said, that's a controversial take. No doubt.
If they land, they can do some damage. And Ryan Garcia, look, he's coming off. It's going to be about a year now. He's hungry. He's hungry to get on top.
That Garcia's chaos outside the ring might have actually saved his career rather than ruined it. And if you ask Oscar De La Hoya, this fight is not just about beating Romero. It's about launching Ryan Garcia into boxing stratosphere 8. De La Hoya sees the torch ready to pass. He's ready to take that throne and be the next guy. I really do feel that said De La Hoya to Fight Hub TV. That throne he's talking about, Canelo Alvarez's spot as America's boss.
I believe so.
Rolly's a big puncher, though, too.
Yeah, he's a big puncher, but when I think about Rolly's Ryan, I think about De La Hoya Mayorga.
Yeah, someone else had told me, Rosado had told me that he thinks the same way. Why?
Well, you have big punchers who throw, those are easy to block. All you got to do is be calm, stay collective, and do your job. That's it. So I think Ryan, it's going to be a fun, short fight. It's going to be a fun 4-round fight.
Superstar Oscar didn't hold back his shots at Canelo, either suddenly jabbing at the Mexican icon by saying Alvarez no longer takes risks and mostly fights lesser opposition. Nowadays, shots fired, 9. In Oscar's mind, Ryan's pathway is clear. Flatten Romero, flatten Dion Haney, and then go hunting for Jiren Basenis. 3 big wins and Ryan could leapfrog Canelo, who has grown cautious and corporate in his matchmaking. Is that reality or fantasy? That depends on which Ryan Garcia shows up. But Oscar's belief is unwavering. I see him as more powerful, I see him stronger, and determined to make a statement, and he believes the statement
Ryan,
will be short.
It's going to be a fun, short fight. It's going to be a fun 4-round fight.
4 rounds.
I believe so.
So majority of people I've spoken to have told me 4 to 6, 4 to 6. Why? Why so short?
It's going to be at a high pace, and both fighters can bang. Hey, Rollies can land a punch. You never know. But I think the punches that are going to be flying inside that ring is going to make it for a short night.
And brutal. I think the power is going to make the difference here against Rolly Romero, and the speed, the pop in his hands is incredible. It's going to be a fun 4-round fight. It's going to be a high pace, and both guys can bang, said De La Hoya 10. The truth is, everything about this fight screams chaos. Garcia has the speed, the clean technique, the flashy arsenal. Romero has the power, the chaos factor, the X factor of being completely unbothered by form or convention, there's a real possibility that this fight looks like a crash rather.
Think Ryan cleans up Rolly?
I do.
Think he wins the fight? Yeah,
I think for both fighters obviously the common opponent right there. I think that both fighters, obviously Ryan just fought Tank.
Yeah.
I think he'll be better since fighting Tank. Yeah. And then the same thing with Rolly. I think Rolly became better from fighting Tank. I think that they knew certain mistakes that they made. I think they believed in their game plan. Got us all to believe in their game plan. I think they came to this fight with
than a chess match. And if Romero lands first, we could be looking at one of the year's most shocking upsets. Garcia might be the favorite, but make no mistake. Favorites fall all the time when heavy hands are involved at 11. He and Romero rehashed a sparring session from 8 years ago that Romero posted on YouTube where he got the better of Garcia. It's been like an old sitcom that refuses to die, living on through reposts and memes and random clips that fans won't let rest. Garcia, trying to laugh it off, compared it to Friends, a show that just keeps playing reruns no matter what. Damn man, is this like Friends? It won't stop, he said.
Otra vez igual como lo tiraste.